Firefighting definitely can be a dangerous profession, but one of the most harmful aspects can happen after the job is complete.
More and more firefighters is dying from cancer or even surviving it, but still it's a rough thing to go through.
News 10 Bureau Chief Gary Bryan tells us how a new piece of equipment will help firefighters at one local fire station.
Every time a firefighter is on the scene of a house fire, their gear can be contaminated with cancer-causing materials. For years, firefighters here at the Center Jackson Fire Territory have been struggling to keep their gear clean. However, that's all about to change. Assistant Chief John Shearer began in the fire service when he was just 15 years old. He says back then the attitude was different when going into a fire.
Back when I started in the fire service in '78, it was considered a badge of honor to be called a smoke eater. That was somebody who went in the fire without an air pack, you know, and it's like, hey, I'm the tough guy. Or they had dirty gear.
That mentality has since changed.
These days, that will kill you. So we want to prevent that any way we possibly can.
Keeping his fellow firefighters safe from cancer hits close to home for Shearer. He beat squamous cell carcinoma just 3 years ago.
I had it in my throat, and it was pretty rough. I would hate to see anybody have to go through that disease.
Thanks to a new gear extractor, firefighters at Center Jackson Fire Territory have a better chance of avoiding deadly cancer-causing materials.
It'll wash up to 3 sets of gear at a time, I believe is correct. And the washing machine that we're currently using, you can only wash 1 set. And even then it's kind of overloading it for what it can do.
Our washer, and here's our dryer here on the other side.
The industrial strength extractor replaces the department's residential style clothes washer, giving firefighters a fighting chance against cancer.
Anything I can do to help these guys, prevent these guys from having to go through what I did, I'm all over it.
Their department says they're continuing to follow up with other grants to help keep their firefighters safe. In Greene County, Gary Bryan, News 10.